My 500 horsepower Miata will not make 500 horsepower for a while. So there's two paths I can go down. Path A is a 6-speed Miata transmission with a Torsen differential. This will not allow for 500 wheel horsepower. However, I will just barely be able to make 500 crank horsepower. Hopefully, it's not guaranteed, but around there. Let me explain. So 500 crank horsepower roughly translates to 430 wheel horsepower. 430 wheel horsepower on the 1.6s is about 350 torque. 350 torque is right where those 6 speeds start to break and shatter. That's like the no-go zone, it is right above there. So theoretically, I'll be able to hold 500 crank horsepower on a stock NB 6-speed transmission with a Torsen differential. I'm not sure how long it'll last running it at 500 crank horsepower, but if any Hellcat wants the smoke, I'll just throw some E in it and I'll gap them any day of the week. If you got a Hellcat, once I'm ready, come challenge me. Now, I won't be able to run 430 wheel horsepower all the time, mainly because of the availability of E85 around me. There's like nothing, and there's one in my town actually, and that's the only one for the county, and that's like, it's flex fuel, so it's E51 to like 83, so it's not even 85 officially. So you don't know what you're getting. If I wanted to race somebody, I have to order them like online and have the barrel shipped to my house. And that's just not convenient to run E85 all the time when you literally have the only fuel you have is at your house. So there's no filling up. So I'll run it at 300 horsepower daily as a kind of fun back roads and just good handling car at a decent amount of horsepower. 300 horsepower in a Miata is still blisteringly fast. So this path will allow me to save a lot of money and get the project done sooner. Also, side note, with the Torsens, you can drop a 3.3 gear set from M Factory, I believe, and you can go almost 180 miles an hour. So that's a plus. I can go wicked fast. All right, so that's path A. There is a path B. So path B would be going full balls to the walls, spending all the money I don't have. I'd have to save up a lot. And so that would include getting a BMW transmission. The swap kit alone is a couple $1,000s on top of the transmission you need to get and all that. Or I can have a custom fabbed RX-7 Turbo 2 transmission and differential. That is what Mr. Matman runs. He has a 1.6, or he had a 1.6 liter. That was wicked fast. Shout out to you if you're watching this. Your Miata was so sick, and I'm coming for that record if I do get this transmission option. But that will be very expensive and it will take a long time. But this option will actually allow me to hit that 500 wheel horsepower mark and look good on a dyno. I'll still be E85 limited and only be able to run 300 horsepower daily, because as I said, there's like no E85 anywhere around me. But with far more turbo lag, because I'll have to run a huge turbo, and when it's detuned to 300 horsepower daily, there's just gonna be so much lag, it's gonna be unusable. So I'm still debating on which path to take. I'm leaning towards path A, just because it's cheaper, I can go faster, top speed, easier to get done, I'll get it done way quicker. Less rare. I'm leaning towards path A, but path B is definitely still a possibility. They both can technically hit 500 horsepower. It's just one looks fancy on a dyno sheet. So in terms of the turbos that I'm picking, for path A, I'll be running a VF52 turbo. That'll get me to around 300 horsepower and spool pretty fast. And then above that, I'd have to run a TD05. I'm running strictly Subaru flanges for now. That's just what my buddy Nevin fabbed up. Nevin, say hi.
Yo, what's up?
He's just working on his GTI right behind the camera. Sorry if you can hear any scraping. I'll be running the VF52 from Max Speeding Rods. They're my sponsor. And then in terms of big power, when I'm on ethanol, I'll swap out to a TD05 20G, and that'll get me to around a little more than 400 horsepower. But if I'm going the big transmission, the big expensive big boy, I will have to run some sort of like T3 flange and redo basically my entire turbo system from the manifold down to the downpipe and all that. But yeah, so those are my turbo options. Those are my differential options I mentioned earlier. I guess you guys can give me some feedback in the comments. I'm not too sure which one I'll pick. I'm leaning towards path A. It fits together like Legos. The other stuff I'll have to do a lot of custom stuff. Like there's adapter plates that I need to buy. That's like $1,300 for the RX-7 and then like $2,000 for the swap kit for the BMW transmission. And then that's just a big hassle. But yeah, anyway, I think I'll choose Path A, but you guys convinced me in the comments. I'm open to either or. So that was the truth about my 500 horsepower Miata. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Damn, that turbo sounds good. Ooh, keep rolling, 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 rolling. What? Oh shit, a BB.